incredible stories. Big up on myself. Long story short, just do it, right? So, about maybe 2011, I was watching this sitcom on TV. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's a sitcom I was like binging, I really liked it. And there's this character named Mac. Now Mac swears say him can fight, right? Like Mac is just obsessed with kung fu and all these things. So Mac decides that he's gonna jump, spin kick a car window and break it. But when he does it, of course he does utter foolishness and he fails miserably. And his friend Charlie says to him, dude, if you like martial arts so much, take a friggin' class. And something clicked. And I was like, hey, I've always loved martial arts. You know, I've had a love affair with martial arts like every Jamaican pitney in my time. Watching Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan and Van Damme and all these people growing up. So I said, all right, let me actually go and take a class. Now by this time, I've done university, I have 2 degrees. Now I'm decided, okay, let me go take some Kung Fu classes. So I go and sign up at this place called Wing Lung at the time, now on Iron Lotus Academy. Yeah, big up Iron Lotus. So I sign up and I start and I'm addicted. I'm completely obsessed with this thing, right? And it was the 12th of the 12th of the 12th. It was December 12th, 2012. And I remember that day because I was shooting a documentary called One Day on Earth, which Kurt Wright introduced me to on the 10th of the 10th of the 10th. But on the 12th of the 12th of the 12th, which was the last time they were ever going to do this documentary, and it was a worldwide documentary where filmmakers all over the world would shoot some kind of documentary feature on someone on that particular day, and then it would get submitted, and thousands of hours of footage would get edited into one documentary. So anyway, so I decided I'm going to shoot this documentary on this brother called Sage. You heard Kevin Wallen mention Sage earlier. So the same hill, soon we shot. So after I decided that, I'm going to do the martial arts thing. So anyway, we're doing the thing. The morning of 12th of the 12th of the 12th, I'm supposed to get out there at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning because we want to catch sunrise, all of these things. And it was actually, my wife was leaving, my Betty in the house, shout out my Betty. And my wife was leaving to go Canada. And I remember I got sick the morning, like I got a crazy fever. And I couldn't understand what's going on. And it was a proper fever too, like 102, 103. But the fever broke, and the fever broke by like 3:34. So I said, cool, I can still make it. So I get up and I go, and I get to the hill, and the way the hill's set up, you have a park, it's Blue Mountain, and you have a park, it's the same mountain that Kevin was talking about, which I learned about much later, and it's crazy how life works, because Kevin turned out to me my wrestling coach and mentor and friend later on. By that time, I don't even know Kevin, right? So we have to hike up with camera equipment and everything. This is a place where literally only mountain goat can go through them places. Them not a dog up there. Mountain goat alone are the pet, you see me? Like, it's just straight hillside, so. You see me? So we're going up the hill, and I have camera equipment and all these things. And a beautiful, beautiful place. It's one of the places where everybody who passes good morning. It don't matter how old they are, everybody who passes good morning. It's amazing. So Sugarloaf Hill is the name of the place. So we go up, and Sage just happens to live right on top. Right? So like Kevin said, 15 minutes, you're walking straight up. So I walk all the way up to Sage Place. By the time I get to the top, the fever hits again. It's like, damn, what's happening? So I never got to shoot anything because the fever lit me down, like just knocked me down. I had to lie down in the spot. I had to lie down the whole time. By the time the fever broke, I was like, all right, let me try go down. Went back down. Long story short, spent the next maybe month in the hospital, in and out of hospital, because they couldn't figure out what this was. Because the symptoms were very similar to whole heap of things, dengue and You know, whole heap of things have the same kind of symptoms. But it was strange because like all the muscle mass in my legs just went. So my legs got real maga, and like it was a lot of pain in the joints and in the bones. And I'd been active all my life. Like I played squash for Jamaica for maybe 15 years. I'd always loved working out. It was like I used to lift weights, whatever it was. Like I was always very active. So being in that position where I couldn't do anything was very strange to me. So luckily, I met this guy called Dr. Uche. And Dr. Uche from Nigeria, may he rest in peace. He knew what it was, and it was this thing called it's a rare disease called Still's disease. I don't know if you ever watched the movie The Big Sick. That's the sickness that it was. But I had the even rarer condition, which is adult onset Still's disease, and it comes with rheumatoid arthritis, and it's an autoimmune and auto-inflammatory disease. So alright, so it also meant, so at the same time I caught pneumonia, all kind of things. Now by this time, those who know me a long time, I was drinking on average, a Cure white rum, and I'm being humble, a Cure white rum every day. And I used to drink on ice. That was it. Like it was no change, I was a rumhead. So that was one of the things when I got in the hospital, they told me I have alcoholic liver disease and all these things. Right? So all of the things got caught, and I used to smoke a pack of cigarettes a day as well. So clearly after this, I had to stop smoking, I had to stop drinking, and the medication that they had me on would make me susceptible to diabetes and hypertension as well. So my whole diet had to change. And thank God for Betty. Betty was like crucial in making sure that, you know, the way that I eat, the way that everything was, she made it happen, you know? So, yeah, she hates attention, where is she? So yeah, and then, so I'm starting to feel better. So they got the treatment, I'm on the treatment, I'm starting to feel better. My coach says to me, you know, I'm going to the gym every day, because I love it. So I'm going to the gym. If I have to sit down and work out, I'm sitting down and working out. And I'm just using martial arts as my rehab. This is where I want to be. This is what I want to use. So I'm using it as my rehab, and I'm getting stronger. And my coach says to me, my instructor, my Sifu says to me, you know, I'm going to do a kickboxing tournament. Would you want to take part? I said, me? Really? You think I can take part in this thing? Him say, yeah, do it. So I said, okay. So I start to focus and I say, yo, just do it. So start training for that, you know what I mean? And so the tournament comes, and I remember showing up the day of the tournament, and the way we do kickboxing, Chinese kickboxing is different. So like, it's full contact. We kick you in the face, we punch you in the face, we knee you, all of that. We also have takedowns, and then you can get up again and we start over, right? But it's proper full contact fighting. So I said, all right. So we're doing the training, and I show up on the day. Now on the day I show up to this tournament, I see one guy that I recognize. And this guy is a guy called Robert Danger McCarthy. Yeah, and Robert Danger is built like a brick house, right? Easily. And so Danger by this time has been a professional MMA fighter for maybe 3-4 years. Like I know about Danger, you know what I mean? But this is different. I was even questioning how is he allowed to fight in this? But this is an amateur kickboxing situation. And you're allowed, kickboxing, they'll separate it. So even though he's a pro MMA fighter, he's still allowed to fight in this. So I said, all right, cool. And I was just looking at myself, I said, Kyle, just do it. And went through, fought my first fight, beat the first guy. Danger beat the first guy. Me and Danger in the finals, me and Danger fought, and I ended up winning the tournament. So I said, oh, just do it, right? And then shortly after there was another event, fought that event, won the fight again. And then 2 years go by, nothing. Because in truth and honesty, like, there's not much actual fights happening. In Jamaica, nobody's putting on events. If you really want to fight, you have to go abroad. So all the dangerous fights were abroad. They were in Trinidad, they were in Curacao, they were all over the place. So after I beat Danger, I had gotten a call from somebody in Trinidad saying, hey, we saw your footage on YouTube, we saw that you beat Danger, do you want to come and take this MMA fight against this guy? So when I look up this guy, you know, and I literally called Danger, I was like, yo, Danger, let me talk to you. And I go and I link Danger at Sabrina, and Danger's like, Kyle, don't do it. Don't do it. MMA is a different beast, right? Like, kickboxing is one thing, MMA is another thing. And I took his advice. I was like, okay, I don't think I'm ready either. You can't make me come fight a professional fight when I haven't fought 0 amateur fights as an MMA fighter. So I was like, all right. So 2 years go by, and I'm sparring with Devon Moncrief, who is he's a professional boxer, former contender champion. And Devon says to me, when last if I can, well, in fact, when last if I can, you have a real high voice. After we done spar, right? So I was like, yo, Jono is about 2 years, and the man laughed, me to scan, and I was like, damn, something click again. So I went, and I said, Kyle, if you want to be a fighter, because fighters fight, plain and simple. Fighters fight. That's just the long story short. Fighters fight. So I was like, all right, how am I going to fight? There's nothing happening in Jamaica. I need to go outside of Jamaica. So I went and I did a video with the help of Kurt right there. I did a video basically appealing to sponsors to try to get money to go abroad to fight. And then I link a man named Kevin Wallin, where he is, right there. Kevin Wallin came up earlier. And Kevin, I went to Kevin for coaching, wrestling. Because Kevin is also a wrestler, that's what you probably didn't know. Kevin is like North American wrestling champion, represented us at Commonwealth, all these things. So I link up Kevin and all these things, and I do my training. And I get boom, big up, boom, boom, came on board and decided to send me to Trinidad. And went to Trinidad, and it was me one. They wouldn't be able to send no coach with me, they wouldn't be able to send no teammate, no cornerman, no nothing. But what we're gonna do? Just do it, right? So I went. It was scary and exciting, as all of these things have been, and fought that fight, and I won the fight. First round, suplex to rear naked choke, won it in the first round, and it was great. And the rest is basically history. So long story short, thank you, my Betty. So long story short, couple years later, couple fights later, now a professional, now undefeated champion. And the whole point is, there are many things that are going to be scary, and there are many limitations that you're going to have. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares what your limitations are. Just do it. So long story short, big up on yourself. Bless you.
Thank you, God.